Welcome back to Raw Doing Stuff. So I've got me a brisket here today. It's a 12-pound brisket. I already trimmed it up. I'm going to show that in a separate video. So you'll see that if you want to. You can go look at that video of how I trimmed it. But today we're going to cook up this brisket. We're going to smoke it on the Louisiana grill. I've got my Montreal steak seasoning. I've got some garlic pepper. And I have some Hawaiian black salt. I like the Hawaiian black salt because it gives it a dark flavor. It's just tastes like regular salt, but the color of it gives it a darker color and a darker bark. So I'm going to bring you in closer and I'll show you how we see it. I'm going to start out with my garlic pepper from McCormick. This has garlic, salt, black pepper, brown sugar, and some bell pepper in it. So we're going to hit that first on there. I've used this on brisket before and I really like it. It gives it a really good flavor. I like the garlic and the pepper on there. We'll make sure we get both sides here. Flip that over. And get the edges. Alright, now, next, we're going to put some of this Hawaiian black salt on it. I like the black salt. Not that it tastes any different, it just tastes like salt, but it gives it a darker color when you smoke it. Makes that bark look a little better. So I really like putting this on there. I like it on brisket. I just picked this up at a local grocery store over at Macy's. Make sure we get all the edges there again. Flip this thing over. Get this back side. And put quite a bit of salt on there. Brisket is a big chunk of meat. So what I like to do too with my brisket is I season it the night before, just like this, and I'll put it in the fridge uncovered and let it sit overnight. And it seems like that air on it makes it, the rub really adhere to the brisket. So now I'm going to put some of this Montreal steak seasoning on it. I don't put a lot of that on there, just a little bit. I just like the flavor of it. There again, it has a little bit of salt in it. It's got some pepper, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I just put a light coating of that on. Gives it a good texture as well on the bark. Back side. Get the edges. Alright. Just like so. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to throw this, missed a spot there. I'm going to throw this in the fridge. I'm not going to cover it. I'll let it sit in there overnight. Like I say, I've done it this way before and I really like it when it sits overnight. It seems to make a better bark on the meat and it doesn't seem to dry it out or anything at all to me. So that's what we're going to do and we'll get back. Guys, good morning. It's time to get the smoker fired up and get that brisket put on. We're going to turn this thing on, get it going. We'll be back with you in a few minutes and put that brisket on. Alright guys, so we've got this heated up, we got the grill cleaned off, and we're going to get this brisket put on. It's been sitting out of the fridge for about an hour, so it's come up to about room temperature, and we're going to put this on the grill and get it cooking. Brisket's been on for about 3 hours, so we're going to check this thing out. We have a internal temperature on it of 140, and the grill's at 230. See, I added a couple short ribs there, beef short ribs. Had those in my fridge, so I figured I'd just throw them on and smoke those at the same time. Brisket's looking good though. Still have a ways to go. So we're going to close this thing up and keep our heat inside. Okay, so we're just going to wrap this thing up. 2 layers of foil. Okay, just like that, and then we're going to put it back on the smoker. It's all wrapped up. We're going to put it back on the smoker. Put that there. So we had to turn it around the other way, so we're going to turn it back that way so our points towards the heat. Throw it back in about where it was. And then we're just going to let it go until it gets to about 200, 205.
Look at that. It's right at 2 o'clock. Look. What we got in here. Oh yeah. Brisket.
Alright, so this brisket should be done. Hey, my brisket's missing. Somebody stole it. I'm gonna go find out who it was. Okay guys, I chased the guy down that stole my brisket and got it back from him. So I got my brisket here. It's been resting for about an hour. We're gonna go ahead and slice a couple pieces off this thing. See what it tastes like. Pull that piece out of there. Oh yeah, look at that smoke ring on that thing. It's a good looking piece of brisket. Pulls apart easy. That's what it's supposed to taste like. That's a good brisket. Normally I wrap them in paper. I didn't have any, so I used foil. Still came out great. So if you like what you see, subscribe. Give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time.